Good day, everybody. Today, I have malunggay. I will be sautéing. I like this stuff. It's very delicious. Um, I don't like the work it takes. I like them. These are the long ones. I like it better when they're younger. They're not so woody. But you just gotta peel it. Some areas of the Philippines, they don't eat this. But here, it's actually quite popular. I know I love them. I missed them when I wasn't living here. And then I like mine about that long. Good length for me. Yeah, I just throw it out the back window right into the field. Malunggay. I'm gonna make mungo today. Now a lot of them put this right in the mungo. I prefer it on the side, a little less messier to eat because of the soup. I like playing with my food when it's in soup. My soup, I don't like bones or wood. That's just me. Don't like playing with my soup. I got quite a few here. Enough for me. I also have some malunggay leaves. Now the malunggay leaves I will put in my mungo. That will go in there. Now some of these, oh, like this one. This one no, is young enough. It's not full of wood. This one I'll just cut into maybe 1 inch pieces. This one I can put in my mungo because there's no wood on it. The other malunggay is much bigger, much thicker, more wood, and a little bit different taste, but not much. I just prefer the longer one. I don't know why. A little bit milder. The taste is a little milder. Not as not as strong of a taste. So anyway, show you how I saute. You can make it a mungo, adobo style even. I did that last time. I didn't record it. I forgot. But I'm out of soy sauce today, so I won't be doing it adobo. I will be doing it very cheap style. Onion, garlic, ginger, and little MSG, salt and pepper. That's it. Maybe I won't put MSG. Probably just salt and pepper because MSG will be in the mungo itself. Yeah, wood. Yeah, the one I got last time, they were younger. There was no wood on them, so I was able to just cut them into about half this length, like so, and just kind of steam them slightly. Just a small amount of. Ooh, see this one, no wood. A small amount of water, just a splash. Um, Steam them in the pan, a frying pan. Get them kind of softened a little bit, and then once the water is evaporated, add in a little bit of oil, onion, garlic, ginger. Let that saute up a bit. Deglaze the pan. Well, put the soy sauce and some sugar. Let the sugar caramelize in there, and then deglaze it with the vinegar. Yes, very delicious. And just the slightest amount of water. Got that nice adobo muster up flavor. Of course, I didn't put the bay leaf. I didn't have any. You can't really have adobo without that bay leaf, can you? So, poor man's adobo. I won't make you guys watch me do all of this. See, now the end here. This is that one I'm talking about. I broke this one, bending it. This one's soft enough. There's no wood on this. It's the end. No wood. So this one will go in the mungo because one little bit of wood. I'll just remove it. So this, I'll just cut a little bit shorter. I'll show you here in a minute. I don't want to drop them. Yeah. I'll cut them a little like that. That will go in my mungo. Yes, perfect. Do that. They're not hard. There's wood like that in my mungo. I've had it, but just again, I don't like playing with my soup. You got to use your fingers to get the wood out of your mouth and stuff, and not a fan of that. Like fish soup, debone it, fillet. No bones in my soup. I mean, chicken tinola is okay as long as it ain't somebody that takes the chicken and just go chop, 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 chop. Then you got all the little bitty pieces of bone. Oh, that's horrible. I don't like that either. Don't like the taste of that. The bone marrow of the chicken actually will make your food taste a little bit bitter, especially if it's a native chicken. They call them natives, I guess, but their bone marrow is really bitter, and then you got to add a lot of flavors to cover it up. I'm a fan of that. Wild pig, cambing, again, I think I've said that on a previous video. I don't want to talk about that again. How you guys day going? In down in like Bicol, they don't eat this part. Not too many of them eat that. They eat the leaves, but they don't know about this. There's some Bicol guys from Bicol that came to work in areas like that. I think Samar, another area. Um, yeah, they don't eat that. Some of them has learned to. They found out you could. It's kind of strange, huh? Same island, not that far, away, and they don't eat some things. Ooh, this is falling apart right here. Hmm. I'll put that in my. I'll put that in there. Okay. Oh, this can go in the mungo. I'm getting down towards the smaller end, so yeah, there's just a couple pieces, so that can go in my mungo. Mush her up. You guys like mungo? Delicious. I don't know what flavor. I think I got some. I've got some chili can carne mix left for my beans. I might put some of that in there, not too much, not to overpower. I think I'll just add a little bit of the McCormick's. This one. All right. Now the small end. Okay, I'm just gonna cut it short for the mungo. And the tip. Oops, landed in my bed. Yes, I'm cutting on my bed. I'm using my bed as my table because it's same height as the counter. It's actually, I'll show you in a bit. Oh no, I'll show you that on another video, I think. Again, this is the end, the small end. Stop. Oh, yeah, starting to get the wood now. Sautéing. Love it. These are so good. In Manila, didn't really see it much in Manila. So the whole time we were gone living there, I never got to eat this because Didn't have no trees. There are lots of these trees everywhere. Everywhere. We have a few, we have the trees here, but they're not the long ones. They're the short, fat, stubby Malunggay, which I do like those. Those are nice. Very nice. Hmm. They're meatier, that's for sure. These aren't super meaty. These don't have a lot of meat inside. That's why I like them when they're smaller or younger. You just eat the whole thing. Okay, here. I can show you. Oh, see, look at that. You peel this part. You can actually leave it and just cook it and then eat it like that, but again, I don't like playing with my food too much. I want to eat it, not play with it. Oh, people think I'm talking to myself. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. What are you talking about, Kano? Hmm. Oh, almost done. I got three more. Hmm. About 2 feet long. Ah, the older they get, the woodier they are. Answer in the comments. Do you eat these? Where are you from? Eat them in your province also? Leave a comment down below if you like malunggay like this. Do you like the longer one like this one, or do you like the short, fat one? Which is your favorite? Drop the comment. Don't forget to like and share my video either. Oh, and there's been some chismus, some maritess out there that Lila and I are separated. Well, as a matter of fact, we are separated right now. We're not living in the same house together. We're not separated. I'm living in the compound in our house that we started building several years ago. Instead of paying rent, we're going to finish our house. Yes. Um, the place we were going to rent there in Cavite fell through. We ended up not getting that. The owner decided she didn't like what she was living in the Perdahan. She wanted a quieter area, so she moved back to her house in a subdivision. So we didn't get that house, and it was perfect. It was fenced. It was covered. It was already converted to a big CR. It was what we wanted, but since it fell through, we decided to stop paying rent, finish our house. Because, our age. Lila, I got to finish this house for Lila to retire in. This is her retirement house when she retires. And that's going to be coming probably sooner than we would like, but that is the Philippines. They like them younger. They don't like you when you're old. You know, Lila has had a stroke in the past. She'd been sick. She couldn't walk for a while when she was younger. Health issues. Lila will have to retire. I've been scouting out, found me some. I did find some homeless, and I've just found some people that are really needy. They're not homeless; they have a home, but they're really poor. One of them happens to be an old friend and co-worker at JB, and she has had a stroke. She doesn't. She is unemployed now, and her husband is doesn't have a work either. Um, well, he has a tricycle with Posada, but um, he's what you call the crocodile kind. He's not. He don't belong to any kind of a whatever you would call that. It's not part of that group, so they call them crocodiles. Anyway, I'm done with this part. Let's see. I got to get my onion and my garlic chopped up. But first, you know what I do with these? I'm just going to soak them a little bit in some water. I haven't even started cooking the mungo yet. Wow, I got to start on that, don't I? Yes, I do. Wow. Okay, here's our malunggay. Going to go in the mungo. This is the malunggay that I will saute. Some of those I got to cut a little smaller. Ah, some of these I have to cut a little smaller. I left them a little bit too long. It's okay. Just real quick. I'm not going to show you how I'm cooking the mungo. You guys know how to do that. Mm, there's different ways. Anyway, so this one's for sautéing. These ones are for the mungo. Oh, I need my gulay. All right, need my ginger. I think for the mungo, I like a lot of ginger in mine actually. Probably about like that. It's just a serving, good for two people. But it's me, so that's enough. Let me take these off. This is enough for two servings. Of course, I'm making two servings. One is for my lunch, and my second serving I'll eat later for dinner. And I'm gonna try to separate it into three. I'm gonna try to conserve some for my lunch tomorrow also, because yeah, I don't like cooking, so I try to just cook enough for at least my lunch and dinner, or my lunch today, and I'll have something else for dinner, and then this will be my dinner tomorrow night. Try to. All right, now a lot of them put the ginger in just like this, and unfortunately, it's still crunchy, and most of the flavor is still in the ginger. So I will go back and cut it into smaller cubes. Well, yes, I can use a little less ginger because I actually extract more of the flavor from the ginger, and it's actually very soft and not a lot of flavor left in it. It's all in your ulam, your food. That's rough. And of course, can't forget the garlic. Garlic makes everything better. Now, I mean, yeah, Filipino eat this. I don't know if you really call it Filipino food because a lot of places eat mungo. A lot. Not just here. Mm. Killed one. Mm. Killed two. Killed three. Killed four. That one's stubborn. It's okay. It'll come off when I'm chopping it. Five. These are pretty big. I think six. Six would be enough. Six. Basically, I like lots of garlic. I do. It's so delicious. Clean my table off. I don't like cutting this on my bed because, not what I like to do. I don't like cutting out this table either because I'm so low. It's hard to really hard to bear. Now the skin just falls off. There we go. Kind of hard. Now I don't like it too small in this. I kind of like my garlic to be more the size of the ginger. So we don't have to make them super small, just like that. Or you can cut them long ways so they're longer. however you like. Or you just smash them and put them in their hole, but then my cutting board has always got so much oil on it. And of course, my onion. I'm just going to cut the two ends off. I don't chop my onion real small. Basically, I just cut it in half and cut it again. Cut it into quarters, depending on the size of the onion. I just put it in there like that. Later, not now. Later. The last maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes is when I'll put the onion in. And I don't like my mungo really soupy. I mean, it has some sauce, but not a lot. I don't eat rice with my mungo because that's really overcarbing your body. That's just giving your body way too much carbs, my opinion. And not just really my opinion, more the pyramid of your nutrition, what you should and shouldn't eat, and how much of what you should and shouldn't eat. Look at this stubborn thing. I love onion, so booyah. Anyway, so the ginger I'll put in right now and cook with the mungo. The mungo will take approximately an hour to cook. An hour to hour and a half. I simmer it. I bring it to a boil and let it sit there for, and if you use less water, that last little bit of water, when the water's almost gone, the mungo just poof, it finishes cooking instantly as it runs out of water. It really speeds up the cooking process. And then you can add your water back in as needed. I don't like a lot of water in mine because that's just the way I like. I don't like too much soup. Look at this stubborn thing. I love onion, so booyah. Anyway, so the ginger I'll put in right now and cook with the mungo. The mungo will take approximately an hour to cook. An hour to hour and a half. I simmer it. I bring it to a boil and let it sit there for, and if you use less water, that last little bit of water, when the water's almost gone, the mungo just poof, it finishes cooking instantly as it runs out of water. It really speeds up the cooking process. And then you can add your water back in as needed. I don't like a lot of water in mine because that's just the way I like. I don't like too much soup. But I will put that ginger in there. I just started on the mungo. Just started. I don't know if I turned it on. Nope, I didn't. I didn't turn it on. So Poggy's outside. Poggy comes in at night with me inside because he's an indoor dog. But right now, because I'm cooking, I put him outside every night. So, gotta love those. These will go in about the last 20 minutes. I'll put the malunggay in there. Mm. The garlic and onion. This I will now. I will saute this for the mungo. It will go into the mungo after I saute it. Now, that's just for the mungo. Now for the. Let's get back to my malunggay now. I think that's enough right here. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about taking the peel off. I washed it. Good enough. I don't mind a little skin. It's just fine. Now this one I will cut julienne kind of real thin. Because I love ginger. So delicious. That is for sauteing this other malunggay here. Now wait, I have to get an onion and garlic. I forgot to get that. Oh no. I'm almost out of sabuyas. Running out of sabuyas. That's a bad thing, Kano. Water, anyone? So, yeah. Well, let's see. What do you want to know? Um, Work got slow, so I haven't been needed. You know, it all depends. If it's just picking up at quarry and there's dumping, and you don't really have to pala. There's really, I mean, there's no need of somebody to sit in the cab and get paid to watch it fill and get dumped. Automatic, you pick the dump, and it dumps it all on the ground. Now, I don't think I'm going to use this whole onion. I guarantee I'm not. I'm going to use that. Now, there. The other half, I'm going to save it for my breakfast sandwich. Sausage, not sausage. I don't have sausage. Egg, sautéed onion on a hamburger bun. That's what I usually eat for breakfast. Inexpensive, and I get the protein I need from the egg. But of course, as we know, I don't get the nutrients. I don't get the iron from a potato and stuff. But I'm really cut down on my carbs. I don't eat. I try to eat rice. I'm eating maybe 3 times a week. Is all I eat a rice, one meal a day. Lunchtime I'll have some rice. That's it. Never been a rice is good. Of course I make it seasoned. I dump all the ingredients in the rice cooker and cook it like you would normally on rice. Sometimes I saute the rice first. Well, not saute it. I toast the rice. Very nice if you toast your rice and then add a can of sardinas to it and MSG, bitchin. Add the bitchin to it, some soy sauce, a can of sardines. Dump it right in that rice cooker. Dump it right in there. After you toast your rice, just a little bit of oil. Right in your rice cooker, it's fine. Do it on the stove, same thing. Just toast your rice in your kawali, and then add your ingredients. Mix that in there real good. Whatever you want to put in it, sardinas, a little soy sauce, MSG. Even if you like magic syrup, put it in there, and then add your water. Bring it to a boil, uncovered, and once it starts to boil, reduce your heat to a simmer and put the lid on it. Rough chop my garlic also, because again it's sautéing. If you make your garlic too small, it will burn instead of saute. So anyway, yeah, garlic. I like garlic also. Mm, Antioxidants. Now look at all this mess I made here. What to do? What to do? Throw it out the window. Good idea. You know why? This is okay to just throw out the window on the ground. Biodegradable. It came from the earth, going back on the earth. There we go. And of course, my Malunggay leaves. I looked for Amplaya leaves, but I couldn't find any. These will go in at the very end with the mungos all cooked. I'll just top it with these. Yes. Kong Kong. I like Kong Kong and King Kong Kong Kong. I like in my mungo also. I like Amplaya, which in English is bitter melon. I like a lot of things. This is basically when the entire time I lived here before with Lila. Basically, when these are in season, we eat a lot of this. Inexpensive, if not free, for this part of it because we do have the trees here. Um, Basically, you just have to buy your onion and garlic, ginger. Oh, oil! I'm out of oil. Oh no! I'm going to saute without oil. I have some leftover pork fat. I do from our New Year's. All the drippings. Matter of fact, I never uploaded that video because we didn't have the internet. Kind of late now to upload that video. Maybe I'll make it a members only video. Upload it for the members. complete meal. Well, we'll come back when it's time to saute this. I won't saute this until the mungo's almost finished because I want to eat this, well, with the mungo, and I want it all hot, and I like it freshly cooked and still hot. I don't love. I hate it when the food I eat is already cold. Food is supposed to be served hot, not cold. I like fresh, hot food. We'll be back. Stay tuned. Okay, so I had time lapse on. I apologize, so I will voice over this. Okay, I washed my koali. Now I'm going to turn the gas on, get it nice and hot because I got to season it so that things don't stick. Yes, I found some beef tallow. So I'm going to saute in some beef tallow. Okay, I had a little bit of beef cube left. I'm going to add for flavoring to my sauteed malunggay because I put beef cube in my mungo, which you see cooking in the back. So it's preheated, nice and piping hot. So I'm going to add a little beef tallow. Give that a swirl here. Make sure it's got a nice coating on it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump that beef tallow, the beef fat, right in on the mungo because we don't need that much. You can see it's smoking hot right now. Okay, I'm going to dump them in there. I'm going to give them a little bit of moving around. And now I'm going to put a little bit of water in here, just a small amount. Cover it with the lid and let it steam. And I'm going to do this for about 3 minutes. I will let it steam. Okay, it's been 3 minutes, so let's check on it. Stir them around a bit. I think it can go for another 3 minutes. It's still not soft enough, so just a little bit more water. Put the lid on for another 3 minutes. Okay, here we have our malunggay leaves. I'm going to time to dump those right in there with my mungo. Now, let's see. I think this is almost done now. So, I can kind of look and see the color, and ooh, it smells so delicious. I love the smell of malunggay when it's being steamed. I like steaming other than boiling. Steaming keeps the nutrients in it more. So, here it's done. I'm going to stir it around a bit. Yep, I think it's ready. So let's move them aside. Put a little bit more beef tallow, beef fat in here. All right. Now we're going to dump our onions. We're going to saute the onions. I'm going to break them up a little bit because they're still whole. There we go. I'm going to let that saute in there for a few, not too long, maybe 30 seconds. Till they start getting caramelized a little bit. There we go. And then ginger. Now mix it all up in there really good. Last thing I will put in is the garlic because I don't like burnt garlic. So now, just about done. Very quick. You get a little bit of font on the bottom, but it's okay. We can get rid of that. We're going to deglaze it with just a little bit of water right there. Now I'm going to crumble up that little piece of beef cube. We got some fresh ground black pepper going in here. A little bit of salt. I'm using iodized salt. I'm going to give that another quick mix. And then I'm going to add a little bit of vinegar. Just a splash, not too much. The heat is turned off now. No more heat. Just a half a teaspoon, just a splash of vinegar. This is already, if you smell a vision, oh, you guys, it smells so good. That one's one of them that's got a little bit of wood. I don't got top teeth, so it's harder to scrape it. That's why I like it when it's younger. All right, and needs a little bit more salt. So let's throw a little more salt on there. A little more black pepper. And then I like hot sauce. And I really like this Jeffron chili sauce. It's nice. It doesn't have much vinegar in it. It's more of the spice. That's why I added the vinegar. Now, just remember the heat is off. So this is done. Okay, and there we have it. Here's my mungo. Yummy. And my malunggay. Okay, and there you have it. My malunggay. No, wait, no. My mungo with malunggay in there, leaves and some bean, and my malunggay sautéed bean. I'll just remove the wood later. Oh, okay. Mungo. It's still piping hot. Oh, that is good. I wish I had some patis to put in it, but I have to get some. But it's still pretty good. Yummy. Oh, you know, I also like the fish, the little fish, little dillis in there is good. Malunggay. Little sautéed onion action. That's why I like it better sautéed and not in the soup. Love it. Scratch it. Snip it. Oh, lighting's not good. I'm sorry. The rest is mine. Cheers. Thanks for joining me today. Stay tuned. I'll try to get another video out. Don't know what it'll be yet. Actually, I do. I'm going to the market. Peace. Keep God right here, huh?